Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What's the motherfucking word today? Today Wednesday already. It's a short week at work because had Monday off with pay, so that's good. That's why I like my job. They're a dope ass company like that. If for any reason, holiday or weather, their work is called off because it's that bad, they pay us. So that we don't have any, because I'm not on a salary. So I get paid for what I work. But in this case, they balance that shit out like that. And I think that's dope. Shout out to my employer, man. I like my job. And I will admit that might be part of the issue. I'm comfortable. So then I don't grind for financial incentive behind my activism because I'm not dependent on it for my survival for it to be financially supported like that. Even though I think I do deserve that, and I think that in order for me to get the word out and for me to spread this like I want to, I would have to be doing it all the time, and I can't do it all the time if I'm not actually generating any financial support for the movement. So I understand all of that, but I mean it when I say it to y'all that if this is as far as my activism goes, and I know that I'm doing what it is that needs to be done, and I'm giving it all I got, I don't really care about nothing after that. I don't even give a fuck if it works. I don't give a fuck if y'all even like. I don't care. I can't, because I can't let that stop me. We will only determine how valuable this was and what it turned into when I'm dead. Then we can look back on it. Until then, I'm just gonna grind and just do what it is that I do. I don't give a fuck about nothing that happens after this. Nothing, bro. I do want to make something very clear, because I've been hearing this. It's not like I haven't heard it before, but I've been hearing it a little bit lately with the slight little growth in the popularity of my channel. I'm almost at 5,000 subs. I'd like to hit 6,000 subs by the end of the year. That'd be good. I'm almost at 5 right now, so I got some grinding to do with the YouTube shorts. I want to do some educational shorts about gun safety and shit like that. And hopefully this will kind of round off who it is that I am, because I do consider myself to be a well-rounded person in regards to what it is that I'm doing. But what I do like the most about what it is that I'm doing is that I have found myself becoming racial stereotypes, and I like that, because not just even racial stereotypes, but even, I have to say, cultural as well, because the way that I express myself and where I've come from and what it is that I look to for inspiration, for imagination, strength, examples of courage, since I never had my father growing up, not completely. Lost contact with him when I was like 4 years old. Didn't meet up with him again until I was like 34. 30, no, I was like 30 fucking, I was like 37. 37 to 38 when I linked back up with my father when we reunited. But I always look to outside sources for examples of strength, courage, perseverance, and all of those good qualities that you would want inside of a man. So my image kind of reflects that a little bit. I was always into drawing. I can draw my ass off. So comic books stood out to me as something that people were drawing to illustrate a story. And I thought that I wanted to be a comic artist when I was younger. And I would draw X-Men out of comic books and comic book cards and shit like that, and I got pretty good at it. It's pretty impressive how good I was at a young age, man. 13, 14, 15. The shit that I drew in high school when I was 16, 17, 18 will blow y'all minds, man. It's pretty good. I'm going to have to show y'all some pictures. I'm going to have to do a live stream just about my artwork and show y'all some of the drawings and stuff. I even drew all of the main characters inside of a film that I wrote, and the film, writing that film served as therapy when I was going through my custody battle, because without writing that to express my my aggressions and give myself something to look forward to, I thought that I was going to rise above the custody battle no matter how dark it got, and I would one day be a famous film writer and director in Hollywood. And because of that, I told myself violent urges need to be suppressed. I need to express myself through my art and through my film writing, and that I was going to be the champion at the end of this, because I would get my son, and then I would never go to jail for none of that shit, and then I'd be rich rich off the inspiration that they gave me to write this movie that I was writing. I had it all planned out, dude. I was locked in. There was no way I was going to hurt anybody unnecessarily while going through this emotional custody battle, man. I had my shit together, man. I was composed, man. I was holding my shit down, bro. And that's who I am. This artistic expression was just always a therapy and a savior in my life. So I do urge people, if you're feeling like you want to self-check out or you're hating life and shit like that, man, look for some kind of artistic expression, man. It's a good go-to. If you want to write poetry, you want to write a song, you want to write a rap, you want to write a movie about your dark side, bro. And then express it there, and then suppress it in your real fucking life, and let the expression be the outlet, and then make plans to be a filmmaker, independent filmmaker or whatever, an author. Write books, man. Do something to express what you have. Allow it to afford you a more comfortable life financially if you can. Man, this motherfucking phone clip crazy, bro. This phone clip crazy. I'm gonna have to get a new one if it's gonna be doing this. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Any other time is good. But self-expression through art, man, this shit is a lifesaver. It's no joke. I'm telling you that there's something there. It'll make you feel better. Paint a self-portrait, man, and stop being so down on yourself and the rest of the world, because it don't gotta be that bad. You can make it a little better than what it is, and you should probably put the effort into trying that, man. But anyway, I like delivering my message the way I do. I like cussing a lot. I like talking shit and making threats and cussing government the fuck out and daring them to just tap the keg, bro. Just do what needs to be done so that we know who you really are with no argument. I think we already there. I think enough people see enough of what's going on in the world that we know that this. I asked a question one time in one of my live streams: does this government deserve a revolt? And that was a rhetorical question. Hell fucking yeah, they do. And people keep calling this a civil war, civil war, civil war. Civil war is when we fight each other. Don't do that shit, especially for government control. You fight each other to gain control over the government so you can then use the government gun to force everybody to live the way you want. That is not what this fucking country needs. And if y'all keep on slipping into this civil war fucking talk, don't even use the words, bro. If you mean what I mean, but you're using the word civil war, you are muddying the waters, man. Not a civil war. We need a revolution. We all need to look to government and say, what the Democrat wants in life, he should have, and what the Republican wants in life, he should have. We need to fucking say, if this is a Republican state, the federal government will only guide y'all voluntarily and what your Republican means, what your Republican thinking when you live here, and there will be no democratic fucking influence on your shit. We need democratic states to really be that. And hey, maybe there need to be a mass fucking migration and shuffling of people around the country, man. Maybe you need to just go to a Republican state and be like, yo, let's make this state 99% Republican in its inhabitants, and everybody here will be happy. And then we can honestly say we asked for the state of whatever this fucking state is in. If you like Illinois with that Democratic bullshit, go live there and then do not complain, man. You asked for it, go live there. And then we need some states where we are ruled by natural law, bro. Natural law and nothing else. But I think if government was all voluntary services and you voted on what it is that you wanted them to do, depending on where you put your educated and informed dollar, because now you're gonna have to know what the fuck is going on, because now you need conscious, direct, and personal input into where you want to put your quote-unquote tax dollar. They should not take it from you. They should educate you so that you intentionally and purposefully put your money in their hands for certain fucking things. That way they know if the people really want war or not. Because we won't put money in the war bucket for you motherfuckers that we don't want war. This is how you can fix what it is that they have in place. They need to loosen their grip, and they need to open up the doors to voluntarism inside of this system of government to see how well that would mesh. And I think you can kind of make something work a little bit that a little way closer to peace and freedom than this bullshit that we got. But I don't gotta fucking put on a suit and tie, a fucking corporate noose, so that you know that I mean business. When I say what the fuck I got to say, I don't gotta look like nothing. I like sounding like a nigga, I like sounding like a rapper. I like cussing. I don't gotta come to you the way Joe Rogan would, or the way what's the brown-haired, smooth-faced guy from who was it, Fox News, who got fired? What's this motherfucker's name? Everybody likes some shit like he's this big truther now. He used to work for them, and it will make sense to me that they would say, hey man, we're going to pretend to fire you and send you out here like you some kind of a free agent, so you can still kind of halfway do what it is that we would want you to do. But even if people got to bash him, what's his name? Well, I can't think of his name right now. I keep thinking his name starts with an H. His first or last name starts with an H. What is this motherfucker's name? The Fox or CNN guy. What up, Sam Fisher? Angel's in here as usual. M. Davis, what up? What's Article 4, Section 4? That sound familiar. Oh, shit. That sound familiar. Man, what's with this phone clip, gang? This shit crazy. I don't know if I broke. I don't know if it's broken or what, man. I don't know what's with this shit. I ain't gonna drop y'all no more. I'm gonna try not to. I only got a few minutes anyway. Yeah, man, I can't think of his name. But yeah, like I'm not gonna deliver things the way y'all would expect for it to be delivered. I don't have to be one of these people. I can be ghetto, but educated and informed, and then just talk to y'all the way I would talk to anybody else, the way I would talk to my peoples, bro. Either what I'm saying is right or it's not. If you check my IG out, RPM_Trey_Vietnam on IG. I talk my shit, but I do a whole lot of photo shoot pictures over there where I'm theatrically putting on this image of this superhero type of a complex that I have, where I feel like my imagination shouldn't be so far from how I think, act, and feel. Kind of like, I make reference to this too. I got a hashtag going. I haven't hashtagged it in a while, but I got a hashtag that says I am Tyler. If you know the movie Fight Club, then you know who Tyler is. And I use the hashtag Gunfight Club, hashtag I am Tyler, to tell you motherfuckers that who you want to be, the big bad superhuman real man that you dream of being inside, when you're doing that, bring that shit outward and stop hiding it so fucking much. That's why you might find me in a ski mask, cussing up a fucking storm, rapping, threatening the fucking government, pointing a gun in the fucking camera. I'm going to do all of that because that's just who I am. I just so happen to be that while realizing that on a political level, government and the state of the world and the history of mankind, all of that is calling us to hyper focus on the freedom that we all are looking for, but we're not getting. All of this shit is calling us to hyper focus on what the real problem is, and then go at it with no relent, no regret, no surrender. Stop fucking playing. And if it doesn't deserve this kind of energy that I'm describing, then I don't want you to be voted for a master for me, because that looks serious. So I'm going to take you serious. And if y'all think that this is a game that I need to be forced into, that whether I vote or not, all of the consequences and repercussions of this political bullshit is going to fall on my lap for me to handle. If this is where y'all doing this, then y'all got to take all of my reaction, whether it's your flavor or not. Whether you agree with it or not, this is my response to the government bullshit. They deserve a revolt. Fuck the ATF, the CIA, they wishy-washy. I love, hate them. There's some things that they're doing that I understand what they are doing it for. They got to hide some of this secretive shit from y'all dumbasses, because y'all still think that race is something to argue about, and that y'all don't understand that the government dependency is actually weakening y'all. When y'all can't understand the things that they use to play y'all, they instantly categorize you as being subordinate. There's a hierarchy. If you can't qualify to outthink them when they try this bullshit with you, they call you something, and then they go, "You are a lesser, bruh." And because you are that much of a lesser to them, they don't think that you deserve to understand the true history of mankind, what they hiding down there in Antarctica, the truth behind a whole bunch of different things. The JFK thing, the financial industry and essential banking and what that means. What really happened to the Austrian guy with the funny fucking mustache. I don't think he offed himself. That was not a self-checkout situation. I don't think that that's what happened, period. A lot of stuff, man. And really deep down inside of all of that, you can see and you can find the racial issue inside of some of the deeper, darker, upper echelons of government business, man. They really like that way up there, bro. But they don't want you to have nothing to do with that because they think you stupid. So they will lie to you and hide shit and play you and all that other shit. And if it works, it working on you becomes a justification of them doing it because it shouldn't have worked. And if it does, then you have fallen into your proper place in this hierarchy. Fuck you. That's what they think. That's what they think, bro. And you can tell because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Y'all act like I'm just spitballing just off the top of the head about what it is that I think, like hypothetically. I'm examining what's going on and then placing it in a proper context to show you where you fit in this picture. You're the bitch in this picture. Because they think you're stupid and weak. Because you should outsmart them and fight the fuck out them if you mean that shit. That's what they would do to your ass. And when you don't do it, then they go, you are defining yourself as the lesser. What the fuck else do you expect to happen after this? We're going to rule you. By natural definition of what it is that we got going on. We aim to rule, motherfuckers. And when it works, then you will be ruled. And what the fuck else do you want? They see life so raw like that, man. That all of this hypothetical bullshit with these laws and the magical paper and the in-between, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. That's part of the trick that they hope works on you. And when it does, and they go, you just defined yourself as being the lesser. So we justify it. CIA documents released they were looking for him in Argentina. Yeah, and there's a whole motherfucker. They was looking for the Austrian guy with the funny mustache. They was looking for him down in Argentina. And I think to this day, there's an entire fucking community down there. Blonde hair, blue eyes. They speak the fucking native tongue of their fucking motherland. And they don't mix with the locals. They stay to them fucking cells. They do their thing down there. Now, how did all of that happen? That has a reason. That's not a fucking bolt of fucking lightning striking someplace. And then you go, oh, hey, there's a fire here. That's not what that is, man. That's a campsite. That's not a fucking fire from a fucking lightning bolt of randomness. It's a campfire. They went there intentionally. How else can you explain that? You guys are weird. You're weird to not notice and then not be able to use this in your calculation in the overall picture. Or you're weird that you know that and that you move on as if none of this is really true. When you do stuff like that, I take heavy offense to the lie that they try to tell us whenever I discover any of these fucking lies, like Hitler. I hate to fucking say his name. Like the Austrian guy with the funny mustache down in Argentina. You got me, bro. That blew my mind, and that's just another of a fucking 1,000 reasons to not trust y'all. That's a one-hitter quit. As soon as I hear that, then I go, I don't believe a goddamn thing y'all said. Not about what started World War II or none of that shit, man. How weird is the whole entire story around the Austrian guy with the funny mustache, huh? How weird is it? They didn't have no money to get into that war like that. War costs money. You know who's good with fucking money when it comes to war? Huh? The Blue Jays. The Blue Jays. These guys with the fucking funny star, right? That's got the 6 points to it. Those guys, the Blue Jays, right? They gave him the money. 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 How the fuck did a guy like him, the Austrian guy with the funny mustache, get his money to finance his fucking war from the Blue Jays? From Blue Jay bankers. Bravo, elite. I want to give a round of applause and a shout out to the elite. Y'all are some dope, smooth motherfuckers, man. How y'all fool everybody with that shit? You know who else was involved with the financing of that bullshit? Huh? Prescott Bush. George Bush Sr., Papa Bush. His father had his hands in all type of money and shit around that war. Why? 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 How could this country even go on after all of that? How did the banking system even survive? All these people are made of flesh. You know that, right? They're all made of flesh. I don't give a fuck about their direct energy weapons and all this other weird ass shit they got. Spooky, spooky. You know what, though? A good old fucking 5.56 that goes bang. Put all their ass fucking horizontal with the sunrise. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. about none of that stuff. All that magical shit don't scare me at all. You just telling me where to shoot at. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. They want y'all scared and weak, bro, because if they can scare you into compliance, then they'll go, whew, glad we ain't had to fight them motherfuckers, because we didn't really want to do that. They'll try to scare you first. If they can fool you and or scare you, they like that shit, bro. That shit works. The shit works, man. So look to see if somebody's trying to scare you or fool you. And then you'll know where to step in with all of this. Because they do experiments to figure out what will scare the fuck out of you. What will make you laugh, cry. All of that, man. They know what makes you tick, you fucking dummy. Now you know that because you watch them trying to figure it out with these experiments, CIA experiments and shit, MK Ultra, the whole Monarch, Butterfly, Hypnosis, the Sex Kitten, Mind Control. That they figured this out by actually doing it. Why does this not make y'all want to shoot at them? That they have to severely damage and fracture the mind of a child through assault in a in what should be a romantic, loving way between two consenting adults. They actually use those kind of things to dominate and damage and fracture the mind of a child into so many splinters that they make multiple personalities, to which they write whatever they want to write on these things. They might even be doing that to say, you're going to get into a public place and you're going to fucking let off shots at random people while you're smiling, and you won't even realize what you're doing or why, and then we're going to smoke you and say we don't know what happened to this crazy kid. Control all of the rest of them now because of this one. That's what they do. That's what they do to you. Why they don't deserve to be shot at? Yeah, they do. And I'm tired of fucking not saying it. I hate when people won't say it. Y'all do all of this all over the fucking internet. All these smart motherfuckers making all these cool videos. We have this conspiracy and the CIA did this and the US government did this and blah, 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 blah. Oh, woe is us. This is so crazy. Well, bye, everybody. Why y'all just say, who want to go shoot at them for this? I do. But I won't, though. Because I know that's not going to work like that. Especially on no lone wolf shit. I'm not fucking retarded. As a matter of fact, every time I see some lone wolf shit, I know that's not one of us. Because one of us will be passionate enough to have these urges. And sensible enough to know that ain't going to give me what the fuck I want. I live my whole motherfucking life training for where I am right now. In my mind. And in my heart. I've already been through war in my life about my child. And I didn't hurt no one when I wanted to. I started making intellectual plans to win while maintaining a moral high ground, and to be so victorious when I win that my life actually got better from the battle, and nothing from the battle actually took anything from me. I did this with the custody battle of my son. I proved that exactly. I had gun in hand in front of this guy who was accused of touching his own little brother and sister and then scaring them into silence so that the case would go no further. This is what the Illinois state papers told me, Children and Family Services in Illinois sent me paperwork on this dude. And they said that this is who they thought that he was, right? This motherfucker's threatening me, threatening my life and all type of shit while he's in the home with my child because he is the new stepdaddy to my son because his mother started dating this dude. Wait till I tell y'all this whole story and what happened after that. Shit got crazy. Shit got wild. This is why I am who I am. And I don't think that it loses any validity in what it is I'm saying when I'm talking about government corruption, the spirit of a hero. None of that shit is fucking tainted because you might see me in a ski mask, pointing a gun at a camera, rapping like a young nigga, and making threats and talking tough and not giving a fuck about nothing. Did I lie though? Did I lie though? Never lied to you. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all if you don't like me. Fuck y'all if y'all got that gov love in your fucking heart. Go vote in November, you punk pussy motherfuckers. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Like that shit is ever gonna be a fucking a beacon of light for you motherfuckers to find this justice and freedom and liberty in America. Government gonna give it to you? They gonna give it to you? They gonna give your ass a fucking nuclear fucking war. Go play in the fucking Fallout, you fucking goofies. This is your fault, man. This is your fault, bro.